Shalom to the elect of Yashala. Gotta give our praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, the Ka Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing his truth throughout the four winds of the earth, putting up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwa for listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. And I'm doing a little lesson on the proof that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is not done away with. Because you have guys like these Edomites, James White the Edomite, and Vocab Malone, and Jesus the Word. You have these different Edomites that's saying that the Esau, Edom is done away with. Well, according to the scriptures, man, we know that's a lie. But you have a lot of people that really believe that the so-called white man is not the Edomites. Well, according to the scriptures, they are the Edomites. And I'm just doing a lesson to prove that, which we already know this, but you have people out there that really don't believe this. They don't believe that the so-called white person that they see every day is not the biblical Edomites. Well, I'm going to prove that with these scriptures. And the first scripture I'm going to start with is Genesis, going into Esau, Edom, and the beginning of his time. So I'm started. This is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 27, and it say, "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents." Now, it said Esau was a cunning hunter. Now, this is one of the ways, this is just one way that you can prove that Esau is the so-called white man today, because it said Esau was a cunning hunter, man. What does the Edomites do today? What does these so-called white people do when they go hunting? For their deers, when they hunt deer, they have a deer caller, okay? They have a buck caller and a doe caller. When they go turkey hunting, they have a turkey caller, okay? When they go hunting for elk, they got elk callers. That's them being basically cunning, man, okay? That's just one way to prove that Esau, Edom is a so-called white man. So he was a cunning hunter. Verse 30 say, I'm going to start at verse 29. "And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, because he ate that red pottage." Okay? So his name went from being Esau to Edom. Okay? So just like Jacob's name went from being Jacob to Israel, it was a reason why Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and it was a reason why Esau's name was changed to Edom. So again, Genesis 25 and 30. It said, "And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom," which Edom means red, okay? So, now I'm finna go to Genesis chapter 36. Because I'm just proving the points that the so-called white man is the Edomites, okay? So this is Genesis 36. Now we know in Genesis 25 and 30 it said, and Esau's name was called Edom. So this is Genesis 36. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom, okay? It said, who is Edom? Now, I'm going to read verse 8. It says, "Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir." Now, we know, this is just for edification for people that don't really understand. So they got the encyclopedias, right? You got the 1925, which tell you on page 41 that Edom is modern day Jewry, meaning they are the so-called Jews today. They are the ones who call themselves Jews today. Okay, Then you got a couple other encyclopedias, man, encyclopedias that tell you that Esau Edom is the so-called white man today. Then you got an Edomite who made the book, who was Esau Edom, okay? Then you got the Roman Empire of the Edomites, okay, by William Beester. So these are scholars, man, who put this information out. But I'm going to prove all this just with the scriptures. Now we know Amalek, okay, which is the chief of the Edomites that controls everything on the planet, starting with the Rothschilds. They come from Esau. Amalek will be the grandson of Esau. Okay, I'm going to read it. Now, Esau had a son. His son was named Eliphaz. And Eliphaz had a son which was named Amalek. So it said that Eliphaz, Esau's son, and his wife was named Timnah. It said, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. Okay, so Amalek is the son of Eliphaz, which is the son of Esau, which is the grandson of Esau. So Amalek is the grandson of Esau. Where is Amalek at today, man? They are in the land of Israel, man. Okay, the so-called Jews. They call themselves Jews, man. Okay. Now, everybody, these Edomites said that the Edomites are done away with. These so-called white people, they said that the Edomites are done away with. Well, the Lord said this, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 16. And it reads, there is no end of all the people. Now this is what Solomon said, okay? There is no end of all the people, man. Ecclesiastes 4 and 16, there is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. So the Lord say, there is no end of all the people, man. There is no end. So if there's no end of all the people, what is this? What is this saying that James White the Edomite and Vocab Malone and Jesus the Word, they saying that the Edomites are done away with? When? Where? What time frame? Because the scriptures say there is no end of all the people, man. Now, let's go back to Exodus chapter 17 and verse 16. And it reads, for he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So how is the Lord going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation if they was already done away with? It doesn't make sense, man. Now, when you read the curse in Deuteronomy 28, the Lord said, we shall be sold to our enemy for bondmen and bondwomen, and no one shall redeem us. And you shall go into Egypt again by ships. Now, Exodus 21 and 16 say, he that stealeth a man, who stole us? The so-called white man, okay? Now, the so-called white man stole us, right? Brought us into captivity by ships. The Lord said we shall be sold to our enemy for bondmen and bondwomen, okay? Now, we know the so-called white man did that, correct? We know the so-called white man did that. Now, when you go to Job, chapter 9, verse 24, what does Job tell you? Job chapter 9, verse 24. It reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now, when they covered the faces of the judges, which is the main judge is Yahushua, who covered that face up to be their image, the so-called white man. They tell you that in the Maccabees, for Maccabees 3 and 48, that the heathen open up the book of the law, where they start to paint their images, man. Okay? So the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Who controls the earth right now, man? The so-called white man. Now I say the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Now, according to Malachi, chapter 1, the wicked will be who? The Edomites. Well, let's read that. And I was watching my brother from the GMS Orlando camp, which is an honor for me to be out there with that brother. When we got there in the highways and byways, okay, when we got there on the battlefield, man, it's an honor for me to be with that brother, okay, when we out there on the battlefield, man. And I was watching his video, which I'm going to do a video on that as well, that he was going in, he was showing all these so-called Jews, talking about that they're going to have all the nations in captivity, man. Well, those Jews that's going to have all the nations in captivity is the Israelites, man, okay? But I just had to do this because these Edomites feel like they are the Jews, man. And I'm going to go into that. Now, Job 9:24 said the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, okay? Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate places. And they did that with North America and all the other countries around the world. Again, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, said, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. But I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, meaning the territory of wickedness, okay? It said wickedness. Edom was going to be called the border of wickedness. Job 9:24 said the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So who will be the wicked according to the Bible? The Edomites, okay? The Edomites. Now, they call the so-called Jews, which is Amalek. They are the chief Edomites, okay, of the house of Edom. They are the chief Edomites of the whole house of Edom. Amalek. Now we know Amalek is the grandson of Esau. Who's calling themselves Amalek today? The so-called Jews, man. Now, the scripture clearly tell you that the real Jews are black, man. Even the president of Egypt said that that the Jews that's over in the land today would never be able to live there in peace because the real Jews left black and came back white. Okay, even the president of Egypt said that, man. The real Jews left black and came back white. Which, you know, the word black in Hebrew is kadar, which means dark skin. So the real Jews left dark skin and came back pale, red. Okay? Now, let's go to Jeremiah 14:2. Because the scripture tell you that the real Jews are dark skinned. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. It says, Judah mourneth. And that's another clue. Okay, it said the real Jews going to be in mourning, man. In poverty, in tribulation. Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. And that word black in the Hebrew is kadar, which means dark skin. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So the real Jews are black, man. Okay? Dark skin, man. So that lets you know they're not the real Jews in the land of Israel. Nah. Another prophecy to prove that those heathens in our land, man, is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee to Egypt again, which shields the word Egypt means bondage, which is slavery. By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning we will not see our land again. Okay? We will not see our land again. When you go to Jeremiah 17:4, it reads, And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will call thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. In that land which we shall know not, was talking about North America, man. Okay? Now, let's go to 2 Thessalonians. Because I'm just showing points that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man today, is the Edomites, man. Okay? Now, it said that he came out red, right? Now we know the Edomites red. They have no pigment, no melanin, so their blood show forth through their skin. Now, this is another clue. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. And it reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. That's why I read to you Jeremiah 17:4 that we was going to discontinue for our heritage that the Lord gave us. Okay, we was going to forget who we was. We were going to have to go into slavery. Okay, that falling away was us falling away from our heritage. And somebody else is taking our heritage. So who was the someone else that took our heritage? It was the so-called white man. Okay, they call themselves the Jews. That's how we know these are the Edomites, the so-called Jews that's in our land today, man, who call themselves the Jews. Amalek, man, the Amalekites, okay, the grandsons of Edom, man. So it say, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. And we're going to deal with the man of sin. What is sin? It said that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now, perdition means destruction. What does Revelation 11:18 say? The Lord said he will destroy them who's destroying the earth. Who's destroying the earth? With chemtrails, GMO foods, cutting down all the trees. Okay? Pushing these laws, passing laws of homosexual, transgender, lesbian, and bisexual. Bestiality laws. Who's doing this? The so-called white man. Okay? Because Job 9:24 said the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Now we know according to Malachi that the wicked is the Edomites, man. Okay? And we also know that the man of sin will be revealed, the son of perdition, which is the son of destruction, because all they do is destroy. Okay? They was just given his kingdom to rule by the sword and to destroy it, basically, man. Now, let's deal when it say the man of sin. Let's deal with the man of sin shall be revealed. How are we going to know he revealed? Because the Lord gave us a distinction on how we was going to know who this devil was, man. That's why Paul said, and that man of sin shall be revealed, the son of perdition. Now this is Numbers chapter 12. I'm going to start at 10 because this is letting you know about the man of sin. Numbers chapter 12 verse 10. And I'm going to start at 9. The anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous. Okay? Now, we're dealing with the word leprous right now. This is how I'm going to prove to you that the man of sin shall be revealed, that Paul was speaking about in 2 Thessalonians, is talking about these Edomites, man. This is a clue to show you who Paul was talking about. So it say, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, meaning she came leprous, so that means the Lord took her pigment from her, took her melanin from her, made her pale. So that lets you know that Miriam, that is Aaron and Moses' sister. So that let you know they was all dark skinned, okay? Different shades of brown. And behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us. Listen, man, I was doing some reading. I'm at work, and I was just thinking, like, okay, and I was just putting precepts together, like, that man of sin that will be revealed, man, we know how they look, man, okay? We know, according to the scriptures, we know how Esau came out red, all over, okay? But you guys are people that don't understand, man. So read this again. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. So you telling me it's a sin to be leprous? Is that what this scripture is saying? That's exactly what this scripture is saying. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he come out of his mother's womb. Okay? It say, listen to it, let her be not as one dead. This is a code, man. Listen to this. Let her be not as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Who was that, man? That he that came out of his mother's womb that was half dead was Esau, man. Okay? He was red all over, man. So they look pale, different shades of red and pink, man. Now, again, Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Now, going back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that they should not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Hey, that man of sin is Esau because they have lepers, man. Okay? That's a sin to look like these Edomites. So is he not the man of perdition? Okay? That's Esau Edom, man. And this ain't rocket science neither, man. Now, I'm going to go to Psalms chapter 79 because the Lord said we was going to lose our heritage, okay? That falling away. Who took our heritage, man? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, okay? Amalek, man. The chief house of Esau, man. This is Psalm 79, verse 1. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the heathen are coming to thy inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. Okay? They have laid Jerusalem on heaps, man. Who is over in the land of Jerusalem right now? Trotting it down. Amalek, man. The so-called Jews, man. Now, let's prove that. This is Luke chapter 21. And I'm going to start at verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. It's saying, when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, now this is talking about the time of 70 AD, okay? Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, because we had to flee into Africa and other parts of the world. It say, and let them which are in the midst of depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. For these be the days of vengeance, that all these things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. Verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, it's talking about 70 AD, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Now, hold on one second. Let me grab this book. Because this is proof that the so-called white man, Esau Edom, is in our land right today, man. Okay, these demons is in our land, trotting our land down, as the scriptures say, man. Okay? This is proof. So, what I just read to you was Luke said that Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, okay? Till the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And the Lord said, when you see armies come past Jerusalem about, flee into the mountains, man. Now, that army that came and surrounded Jerusalem was the Romans, man. Okay? We finna get that. Now this is the book, Babylon and Timbuktu, page 84. And it reads, this is the same thing I just read in Luke, chapter 21. And the Lord shall scatter thee, Salaki. It say, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Now, that Roman army came and surrounded Jerusalem. Okay? So again, Psalm 79 and 1. O Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the heathen are coming to thy inheritance. Thy holy temple they have defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. Okay? They have laid Jerusalem on heaps, man. Now, this is Isaiah proving to you that the people that's in our land today, they are the Edomites, man. They are the Edomites all day long, according to the scriptures. According to the scriptures, man. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. And it is desolate as overthrown by strangers, man. Just talking about the Edomites, man. Amalek, the Khazarian Empire. Okay? This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 24. And it reads, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Now the point was, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathens, and they shall possess their houses. That's talking about the land of Jerusalem, man. Okay? That's talking about Israel, man. Now, precept upon precept. What was going on? Oh, Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6. Because the Lord said the heathen, in Psalm 79 and 1, it said the heathen has laid Jerusalem on heaps, man. Now this is Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6. And it reads, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. He said, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod is a city in Israel, man. You can look that up. Okay? Listen, man. These Edomites are the people that's in our land today, man. Okay? Amalek, man. They are the sons of Amalek, man. Okay? Which would be the Amalekites. And that's in the scriptures, man. Let me see. And I just had to go through them chapters, man, to prove that the Edomites are in our land today, man. The so-called white man today are the Edomites, man. Okay? They are the Edomites. As I read in Luke 21 and 20 through 24, which the point being, matter of fact, I'm going to read it again. Which the point being, in verse 24, I'm going to read 20 and 24. This is Luke chapter 21. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Okay? Verse 24. And they shall fall by the sword, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, because a lot of jakes got slaughtered, man, during 70 AD. Okay? That's why the Lord said, flee into the mountains. A lot of people didn't get away, man. A lot of them got slayed, man. Okay? So it say, and read again, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. The time of the Gentiles is being fulfilled now, man. Okay? The son of perdition, man. It say the son of perdition, man. The man of sin. Now, when you read Revelation 11:18, man, the Lord say he will destroy them who's destroying the earth, man. What does the son of perdition do, man? Perdition means destruction, man. He's the son of destruction, man. On top of his technology, man. All they're doing is destroying, man. Okay? That's what they do, is destroy, man. That's what they do. So, the man of sin, okay, which is it is a sin to have lepers on you, man. Now the Lord called them clean leper, okay, a clean leper's dog, but it's still a sin, man, to look like that, because they have no pigment, no melanin, man. So their blood shall forth through their skin. So going back again. These scriptures let you know, man, who's in our land. That was my point of this video, man. Because the scripture lets you know who is in our land today, man. Who controlled the earth, man. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who is he, man? Now, this is First Maccabees, chapter, maybe... First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. It say, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So, who did this, man? The so-called white man. During the Renaissance era, which is rebirth, man. Iconoclasm, which is whitewashing. So, these Edomites, man, according to the scripture, and that's just a few, man. It's plenty of scriptures, man. It's plenty of scriptures, man. Letting you know that these Edomites. Now, I brought out some good key scriptures, man. Okay? Psalm 79:1, Isaiah 1:7, Ezekiel 7:24, Luke 21, verse 20 and verse 24. Okay? Lets you know that these Edomites, these so-called white men today, are the Edomites, man. Because they come from Amalek, man. They come from Esau. All of them come from Esau, but to make a point, to make a real pinpoint, Amalek, man. Okay? That's in Genesis 36:12, man. Amalek is the grandson of Esau, man. Who are they over in their land today? They're the Amalekites, man. Everybody know this. This is not rocket science, man. Everybody know they're the Amalekites. So how the hell is the Edomites done away with if the Lord say in Ecclesiastes 4:16, there is no end of all the people, man? It don't make sense. So why would Paul say the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition? Because Esau wasn't known back then, really, their nationality. Obviously, Paul knew, okay? The Lord put the Spirit on Paul to give him the understanding that those Romans back then was Edomites, man. That's why he said the man of sin. Esau is the man of sin, man. And I'm using Numbers 12, 10, and 11 to prove that it's a sin to be leprous, man. It's a sin. This is not rocket science, man. It's a sin to be a leprous pigment, a leprous color, man. No pigment, no melanin, man. It's a sin to look like that. So that man of sin who Paul was talking about was the Edomites. Because Paul said in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16, matter of fact, I'm going to read that. I'm going to read that. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. And it reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he sought it, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears." Now, let's go to Genesis 27. Genesis 27 and verse 38. 38. "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept." That's why he sought it carefully with tears, looking for that blessing, man. Okay, but he lost the blessing and the birthright, man. "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth." This is key, right? This is key, man, to Job 9 and 24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above." Meaning he's going to control everything. He's going to have the best parts of the earth, live in the best parts of the earth, do what he wants to the best parts of the earth, and to the worst parts. It's in the dew of heaven, mean he will control everything about North America, man. As Salaki, everything about the world, man. He will have dominion over the entire planet. That is what it's talking about. Again, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above." Meaning he's going to have total dominion over the earth. How? Let's read it. It's understanding to that. "And by the sword shall thou live." And by the sword shall thou live, man. Okay? Meaning you was going to have the fatness of the earth. You was going, and by the dew of heaven, you was going to control everything, the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven, by the sword, man. By the force of the sword, man. Okay? "And by the sword shall thou live." You got to understand what that means. It didn't say by the sword shall you protect yourself. It said by the sword shall thou live. Meaning everything come with his way of living, man. Of his dominion of the earth. He will use his sword to get it, man. To keep it, to take it. To take it, keep it, get it. That's how he's going to control the earth with the sword, man. Okay, tell you in Numbers that Esau wouldn't even let Moses and the Israelites pass through his land, man. And they tell you that he came in Numbers 21. It said he came out against them with the sword, man. Okay? That's why Revelation 13 and 10 say, "He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword, man." He was the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Which is saints like Israelites. So, he was going to live by the sword, man. Okay? Amos 1:11, the Lord said he had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of Israel, man, by the force of the sword, man. Listen, Amalek, these Edomites, man, the so-called white man, they're the Edomites, man. And you can't get around this, man. And this is what the scriptures say, man. Okay? And the reason they don't want to be the Edomites, this is why this is why they pushing that they ain't the Edomites. Because guess what? They're going to be destroyed, man. And let's read that. And this is the Compact Bible Dictionary. And this is Edom. This is what it says for these devils. So this is Edom. It says, Edom, the nation and its people, who were the descendants of Esau, he founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom. It said the country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which was named of the territory in which the Edomites lived. Now, it said Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? They was not given no promises of mercy, man. That's what I read to you in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16 and 17. Because it says he saw the capital with tears. Okay? So, these Edomites are going to be destroyed, man. And closing out with Obadiah. That's why they don't want to be Edomites, man. Because they're going to be destroyed. Now, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. And it reads, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remainder of the house of Esau. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have spoken it." This is verse 21. "And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mountain of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's." Okay? Listen, man. That's why they want to be the Edomites, man. Because their judgment is that they're going to be done away. They are going to be done away with forever, man. So who would want to be the Edomites knowing they're going to be destroyed, man? Okay? Listen, man. This is your kingdom right now, man. Like I did a video on this chick, I forgot her name, but she got a song called "This Is Our Kingdom." And this is their kingdom, man. This is their kingdom, man. Okay? And they're going to be destroyed. Their kingdom is falling, man. But this lesson was just to go into how Esau, Edom, stole our heritage, man. Okay? Oh, yeah, that's what I want to read, too. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. "I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich." Meaning we're rich because we come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? We got the bloodline. Okay? We get the kingdom of heaven. That's ultimately how we rich, man. Ultimately. We got the kingdom of heaven, man. It's for the Israelites. Okay? We come through the bloodline of Jacob, man. Okay? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. So that's how we rich, man. So I know that works in tribulation and poverty. So I let you know that the Israelite, the real Jews, is going to be in poverty, man. But thou art rich. Because we got the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? That's just one way how we rich, man. Then you got the bloodline of Jacob, man. Okay? "And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogues of Satan." Revelation 3 and 9. "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." Okay? So the real Jews, according to Jeremiah 14 and 2, like I read it again. Jeremiah 14 and 2, Judah mourning. The real Jews are in mourning, man. Okay? The fake Jews, they own everything. When have they mourned, man? When have they went to slavery on ships? Okay? When have they been raped, robbed, murdered, castrated, and put down, man, as dogs? Never, man. They've been ruling the earth, man, for the longest of time. They ain't in mourning. They own everything. They're not in poverty, as Revelation 2:9 say. They are not in poverty and tribulation, man. They own everything. Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground, man. They are dark skinned unto the ground, man. So the real Jews was gonna be in mourning. They was gonna be dark skinned. They was gonna be in poverty. They was gonna go on slave ships. They was gonna be sold to their enemy for bondmen and bondwomen. Okay, this never happened to the fake Jews, man. To the so-called Jews. And why they want to be Judah? Why they don't want to be Benjamin or Simeon? Okay, or Issachar or Ephraim? Why they just want to be? And if you Judah, where the rest of the tribes at, man? Where the rest of the tribes at? You got a couple of them say they Levi. Okay? Hey, man, Moses was a Levite, man. And they tell you in Exodus that Moses was a dark-skinned man, man. Okay? That's why the Lord told him to take his hand, stick it in the bosom, and pluck it out. It says his hand was leprous. And he told him to put it back in and pluck it out. And it was as his regular flesh, man. That shows you, Miriam, he turned Miriam leprous, man. That showed that they were dark-skinned, man. So how you talking about they Levi? But why they want to be Jew? Why they want to be Judah, man? Okay, the word Jew come from Judah, man. And tell you that Judah is black, is dark skinned, man. So we know these Edomites. We know these Edomites are Edomites, man. These so-called white people are Edomites, man. And they are not the real. They call themselves Israelis, man. And the Lord say that they can't even call his name, man. Malachi 1:14. The Lord say his name is dreadful among the heathen, man. Okay, the name Judah in Hebrew is Yahweh, man. Okay? So that's why they call themselves Jews, man. They ain't saying they Judah. That's another thing, man. And so with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekah Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing the truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwa for our listening and learning. And the title of this lesson is The Jig is Up, Edomites. The jig is up for you Edomites, man. Okay? That's the title of this lesson. The jig is up for you Edomites. You are heathens, man. You are nothing. Oh, matter of fact, I got one more precept. Because we know the Lord gave this land into your hand, man. He gave the world. He let you rule this for a short period of time, man. Okay? This is Daniel. This is Daniel's 4:17. And it reads. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men. Okay? Hey, even Job said in Job chapter 30, man, that you are the basis of men. You are violent in the earth, man. Okay, who live in the caves, man? You Edomites, man. This is for you Edomites, man. Again, and I'm going to close with this. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. Okay? They also that come after shall not rejoice in him, man. Hey, and that's letting you Edomites know, hey, your kids ain't gonna come after you rejoicing, man. Hey, they complain about you now, man. You Edomites. The kids complain about you now, man. Okay? I just did a video on this boy suing his parents because he was born white, man. So it say they that come after him will not rejoice, man. Why? Because you got to pay for what your forefathers did, man. Why rejoice when you're going to be paying for what your forefathers did, man? So with that, I want to say shalom.